Hello and welcome to another update video about Enjin Coin. Enjin Coin is set for further continuation in its uptrend. As I indicated in the last video, you can even draw a trend line here. And as I said in the last video, this for me looks like a pullback to a trend line. And I think that is confirmed now because we had a touch here, we had a touch here, another touch here. And then we had this huge pump where we got to nearly my, well, we actually got to my target level back then at 347, which was the 1.618 extension level, but that was a bit of a a pump on that day. I think that was the pump where all the virtual worlds and everything that was related to gaming and everything was just pumping. All of them have seen a bit of a retracement now, and also Enjin Coin came back to that trend line here, and that is not a problem, that's normal. And from here I think we are set for further continuation. So a nice green candle in the last few days here, in the last few hours here. Very nice candle on the 4-hour chart. We moved through the 261 level again, which was that previous high here on the 29th of October. And I think now we could be set for further continuation. The next resistance level is, in my view, $3. Yeah, that's the next key one here that we are, where in my view we are going to get through to very, or not very quickly, but maybe fairly quickly. And to be honest, we are still quite far away from the all-time high at $4. And as you can see here before, we had various resistances on the way, but really I think that high here is probably where we're gonna potentially struggle a bit. So it might not be $3, it might be a bit before at around 280. Yeah, so 280, 282 in that range here, we will have a bit of resistance before we move to $3. Now we didn't really feel that resistance when we pumped here on that day, or throughout these few days. We always straight away went to $3, retraced, $3, retraced, then we managed to get through the $3 level. And as I said before, we are still quite far away from the all-time high at $4. Now I think we have during that retracement we obviously brought down the RSI again into manageable levels on the 4-hour chart. Also the MACD came down, but the MACD is now recovering. As you can see, we might have a turnaround here on the 4-hour chart. And let's finalize this all with a look at the indicators on the daily, because they will tell us something about the more long-term trend. So here on the daily, what we can see down there is that the MACD on the daily is running a little bit out of steam, but I think that was only because of that retracement, which just had to happen, because here on the RSI, we were just getting into the overbought range massively, came even up to the 80, nearly the 90 level, 85, 86. So we dropped down, we are just entering into overbought range again, just at the 70 line. To be honest, there is not much more scope here on the RSI now to the upside. We need to, I think, bring it down a little bit. So at some point there will be further consolidation, but overall, as long as we are above this uptrending line, I think it is looking all good, because as long as you are in this stable uptrend, which actually started in that sort of speed on the 24th of October, 25th of October, that's when it started, and that's looking all good and really sets us up for further continuation. Just would like to have a final look here on the weekly. As you can see, the weekly MACD. This is the weekly chart. You can actually see where the previous highs were. That also explains why we didn't get that much resistance, because here on the weekly we basically broke above the main resistance levels already. So the next one here will be $3.13 or something, $3.10. What we can see here is that the MACD is actually giving us really positive signals on the weekly, which indicates really for a longer term also rising prices. And here on the weekly we are not in overbought range yet, and as you can see here on the weekly we can be for a longer period actually in the overbought range. Look at what happened here from January to April 21 this year. We've all the way been in the overbought range on the weekly. So just because we enter the overbought range doesn't mean that we have to stop rising with the price. It just indicates that we have a strong uptrend. At some point then people will take profits, but it just indicates that we could go much higher from here. And I expect us in this alt season definitely to reach $4, but possibly even higher levels here, maybe the 487 level, maybe even much higher, because the whole gaming and game to earn niche is growing, and Enjin Coin is needed for that. Alright, so hopefully you liked that video. If you did, please smash the like button and subscribe. Thank you, bye bye.